and we are going live.
Okay.
Yes, I think it's... Have you received a message about
Yes.
YouTube? So it's on,
Yeah.
it's on. And now I'm going to introduce myself, okay? So hello, everybody. I'm Melissa. I'm a hostess here on Talk and Talk. I live in Campinas, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo, metropolitan region of São Paulo. Yes. I have another job, but I'm passionate about English, so that's why I'm here, okay? I hope you, Fabiana, and everybody enjoy our meeting today. Fine? So I think it's cool for you because it's related to technology. It's your area, all right? So the topic today is artificial intelligence. All right, I'm gonna post here the topic and the questions. Where is my chat here? Let's see if it goes well. First part from 1 to 6. And my YouTube is here. And second part, questions 7 to 10. Here.
Okay.
Fine. So let's begin with this topic. It's totally related to IT, tech, these things. I know it's not related to, I believe, I don't know what's your specific area, but as a Scrum Master, I don't know if you work with artificial intelligence or not.
Not directly, but I know some projects, but I'm not. I don't have a deep knowledge about this.
Okay. There is another person coming. He's connecting. Hi, Jairo. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Very good too. Welcome to the meeting. Well, we were only starting, okay, with the subject. The topic today is artificial intelligence. If I'm not mistaken, you work with IT too, don't you? Jairo?
Oh, yeah, not really. I work, but with technology, but inside of HR area. So it's like a mix of technology, but HR in general.
Okay. So before we go to the question number 1, I'd like you, Jairo, to introduce yourself a little, okay?
Yeah, sure. As I said, so I work in the HR area, I have a contact with technology in general, but most of the cases it's related to how to manage people. I'm live here in São Paulo, a city called Jabaquara. I have 2 cats, 1 dog. I like to play music in general. I play piano. I like to roller skating. I'm just learning, but I think I'm good on it. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah. I'm here to practice English and try to improve my abilities to talk in English.
Very good. Awesome. Thank you, Jairo. Well, so let's start speaking about the topic, okay? The first question I have to you guys is, what do you understand by artificial intelligence? What do you know about it?
Can I start?
Yes, just weird. Oh no, that's right. Sorry, sorry. My bad. You can start, Jairo.
Yeah. Just one another thing. I don't have access to the questions, so if
sorry,
you
I will
send it again. All right.
I will send it again. Okay.
Okay,
forgot.
but I know that's very important. Now I know that nowadays, especially, I think companies in general are trying to use technology in general, to make their business huge, like to make it big, because technology, especially artificial ones, can optimize things. So you can automatize, like make tasks automated. It can help the business to make things faster, and don't waste time doing repetitive tasks. So every time that you have you got like do something very similar again and again and again, you can do it by technology. You don't need a human to do it. That's good also, I think, for a human, because repetitive tasks in some ways is not a human thing to do. And like write one thing or once or twice in a spreadsheet or something, it's okay, but there's no humanity to do the same thing along the day, like 8 hours doing the same thing. That's not a thing that a human should do, because like I don't think that a human is created to do one thing, one task again and again. So technology will help us with these repetitive tasks, and especially artificial ones. It's smarter than the just automated task, like do it and like copy and paste. But the artificial ones, they understand, all right, should I paste it here or not? That's the right place or not? It quite understand what is happening and what should be done with the information, with the data. So that's more or less what I know about artificial intelligence.
That's excellent. Yes, I very much agree with the part where you say use artificial intelligence to repetitive tasks. I think it's perfect. Humans shouldn't be repeating. It's exhausting, and you don't use all the abilities, the capacity humans have to create, to develop, to distinguish things. Machines are good at repetition. So I very much agree with you. And you, Fabiana, what do you think? What do you know about artificial intelligence?
Um, well, as I said before, I don't have a deep understanding of the subject, but I know that is a technology related to robots. And I agree with you. It's awesome to repetitive things and work as a machine, and things that we, like human beings, we can't we can do with good quality, I think, because when we do always the same thing 1 million times, we can make a lot of mistakes. And I think that's why artificial intelligence is good.
Yes, I agree with you. I think when we do the same activity many times, our brain, our mind gets so tired, because you are only repeating. There is a very old movie from Charles Chaplin. I don't know if you are familiar with, but it's very old, and he shows exactly that. The same guy, the character, doing the same activity inside an industry, a factory. It was like 10 hours a day doing the same action, the same movement. And the movie is about it. It's very interesting.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
know this movie, but
It's
I will search.
very old, from, I don't know the exact date, but it's from the beginning of the cinema industry. The movies were mute. I don't know if they were already spoken, but it's very old, black and white, you know. But back those days, 100 years ago, they were already thinking about repetition, you know.
Yes.
Are you familiar with that, Jairo?
With the movie.
The movie, yes.
Yeah, I love Charlie Chaplin. I
Oh.
think Fabiana already saw the image, but you don't recognize the
Maybe.
name. You don't recognize the name, but for sure you already saw in something. I don't know exactly how, but I'm pretty sure that you already know it. You know, but that's funny guy like with the, mustache doing the same thing. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but for sure you already know it. But I was thinking while you were while you were talking about Charlie Chaplin, because you know, at the end of the day, I think it was necessary. Like we are moving on to another phase of business era. You know, like this specific time because looking back, I think this strategy to break out the phases of something like I want to create a car, like my business is build a car, like you know, um, to do it, they break out like sessions. You know, in first session you will just doing one thing, and then another guy will do another different thing. It lowest, I think that's the word, lowest the cost of produce a car, for example. It makes the car cheaper than never someone's saw before. Like in the past, like when one person was responsible to build the car was very expensive. But since these guys start to break, you know, the phases of building a car, the car started to be more cheaper, and people start to be able to buy it, you know. But to have this kind of prices, there is a price to pay, like for humans, you know, like so you need to do the same thing the whole day. But so now we have technology to replace humans by machines. So it's like you know, one it was one thing that should happen, and nowadays I think we are moving on to another phase of business era. Like now technology will replace humans with these repetitive tasks. But Charlie Chaplin was right in his age, you know. But now at that point, looking back, I think it was something that we should pass through to have this kind of technology and replace human by machines.
Yes, excellent explanation. It was something necessary, part of the evolution. That's it. Very good,
Yes.
Jairo. Yes, very good. And thinking of it, we've been thinking about repetitive tasks for machines. But besides that, do you remember anything else where artificial intelligence is being used nowadays? This is the question number 2. Do you know anything else? Do you remember, Fabiana, another activity?
I think to assist people like chatbot, I think when we enter into website and start a attendance with the company, I think this is artificial intelligence too. Um, to train the robot that assist the people. Um, I don't know what else to automate process. We already spoke. I don't know. I can't think anymore.
But that's great. Yes, this is a case of I can remember about our cell phones. We have artificial intelligence like Siri. I don't know if Android has one too, if it's from Google, if it's Alexa. I'm not sure.
Oh yes, Alexa.
Yeah, I think yes. Do you remember anything else, Jairo?
Yeah, there is a lot of, I think Amazon nowadays are trying to use a lot of artificial intelligence. Of course, Google, Microsoft, Apple in general, every cell phone, there's a lot of artificial intelligence. But I remember that Amazon is trying to use like in their stock, I think that's the name, even in English, artificial intelligence to understand if you buy in their site, there is like no human deal with the information, with the data, just robots. They grab your data and they split it in different areas of the country, of the city, of the world, and they are able to deliver your things that you bought without human interference. Like they don't need humans anymore to deliver things. Like I forgot the name of the thing that flies.
Drone?
Drone, yeah. Um, so with drones, they can deliver everything without human, like without human hands. So that's one thing that it's very impressive because the everything is made to understand where you are and what kind of thing that you like. Another example is when you search about something like travel abroad. Every time that you travel abroad, there is a lot of machines, a lot of robots that understand that you want to go there. And these machines start to grab the best possibilities in terms of price and time, and start to propose you, or would you like to go to this place? All right, I have here one offer for you. What do you think about it? So this kind of relation is very interesting, especially because I don't know about you, but in the past people usually try to call you to understand, would you like to travel, or would you like to buy a credit, I don't know, would you buy something? But nowadays, machines knows that you like, that you want that because you search about it. There is some machine that's not very accurate, like maybe you are just search, but because you are curious, and they start to propose a lot of things. But there are some of machines that they are very accurate. They know exactly what you want, and they propose just things that you will buy for sure. It depends of the machine, but there is a lot of things. Even uh when you go to, no, let's talk about investments. Yeah, I don't know the name of that thing that you buy like a small piece of the company, and if the company suffer, for example, I don't know, something happened with the company and then the stocks go down.
You mean the shares? The shares?
I think
stocks?
shares. I don't know. I think is that the
I
name?
think it's shares. Yes.
Yeah, but there is also machines, like very artificial intelligence machines, deal with a lot of money. So machines investing in companies. Can like machines, they are thinking and using your money to invest, but they are thinking, not us.
Yes.
The machine grab your money, invest in the company without because the machine was made to decide if the company is a good or not to invest money. So there is a lot of technology nowadays with artificial intelligence.
Yes, it's interesting you mentioned, because I've just seen an advertisement on YouTube about this. It was a guy offering you algorithms to invest you don't need to take courses, you don't need to study, you just buy his algorithms, and these algorithms by themselves, they invest on the stock market because they know better what to do, how the stock market reacts, what are the odds, the predictions, and they do that. Very good. Yes, I've just seen this on YouTube. And considering everything we said here, Jairo, can you see the questions now? Are you seeing them? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'd like you to think about question number 3. In your opinion, what are the pros and the cons of having artificial intelligence operating nowadays? Does it help us or damage us? What do you think, Fabiana?
I think it helps us. It helps us a lot to automate things that we said, like we said, and help. I think especially help the companies to work better. Uh, for example, because I have so many questions about what's the concept of artificial intelligence and machine learning. I don't know exactly what's the concept of this, but for example, when I work with data, and we like I heard, I was listening to Jairo and think, oh, that's what we do. For example, we make models, we build models to reach the client, the right client, the in the right moment, and offer the products that we know that he will buy it. Um, and this I think it's a lot of work with data, especially, and train the machine to work better, to increase their data, and improve the results that the bank have, for example, to sell you a product, or to offer the best offer. That's the point. And I think it's all good to companies to work better with this. And we talk a lot about transforming data in value data, like information. We need what because data, it's a huge thing. It's a lot of things. All that we do here on internet, for example, we are data, but how can we make this a value information, and earn money and earn some money with this? I think it's really really important to apply in the artificial intelligence to do that. And I think, in my opinion, is better and very useful for companies.
Yes, very good perspective. Very good. Yes, it makes things, the process, the time you spend, shorter, cheaper, and you make money from data, as you said. You give value to that. Yes, I think I agree with you. I think it's excellent to companies. And but as you mentioned, data, it's interesting because I've always thought, and I still think, that artificial intelligence, I don't know if it's the best name for it, because in my vision, okay, in my opinion, what do? You take a machine and you input an absurd amount of data and possible answers. So that machine
Mhm.
is able to respond in, I don't know, 3 million different ways, but only because you programmed it. It's not intelligent. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
the idea I have. They are very, very good at doing this kind of jobs, like processing fast, processing data, fast response, repetitive actions, everything you program. They are very good. They are excellent doing that, better than
Mhm.
us humans. But they are not able to
To make
find.
a decision, to make a
Yes, they
decision.
cannot take decisions. For example, when they have to find a way out from
Hmm.
an issue, but if you didn't input the data and taught the machine how to deal with that, they won't be
Hmm.
able, because they are not
Yes.
intelligent, like they
Yes.
don't have the brain. Our brain is able to find a way no matter what.
Hmm.
We are creative, we have intuition, we have experiences, memory. We can grab everything and you can find a way out. But in a machine, if you don't program the machine, this machine is not able to find the answer, you know, like
Yes.
program. I mean, maybe program is not the best word, but if you don't input information enough for this machine to find a way, to create a way out, you know. So I don't know, I have this idea. I don't know if
Yes.
the intelligence is the best name.
Yes, I agree with you. As I said, I don't know what the right concept of I forget the name, artificial intelligence. I really don't know. For me, is when I talk artificial intelligence, I thought in chatbot, someone the machine talk with me, but this also is a programmer. A programmer make the things that machine will respond to you. So
Yes.
I really don't know.
Yes, it's hard because they are able to read expressions, for example. But why? Just because someone put this information, this piece of information, this amount of
Yeah.
information inside the hard drive, the hardware. And so the machine has the information. So
Yes.
this machine is able to answer properly. But you have
Exactly.
to input a huge amount of data so the machine is able to answer. I don't know if I'm clear. This is my
Yes,
idea,
yes,
my
but I
opinion.
agree with you. I agree with you that
Yes,
it's a complicated. I really don't know.
yes, it is. Very good. And Jairo, what's your opinion?
A lot of thoughts. Let me try to organize all of them. Uh, yeah, I think first that's interesting because when you said about artificial intelligence and maybe they are not very intelligent, that wouldn't be the proper name. I was thinking in the opposite side, like maybe they chose this name just because it can be learned, it can be teach, right? It can be teach,
Yeah.
right? But you understand, right? So
Yeah.
like it's like human, like we learned from someone. We learn how to understand a yes or a no. The word no means something to us. It can mean it means something to the machine. Um, if you want to find something and you teach the machine how to deal with your search, you are teach a kid how to do something when someone is trying to find something. So I think that's why they call it intelligence, because it acts as human. So we don't we born with some extincts. Like there are some things that it's related to human, like animals. Like every animal in some ways know it. For example, how to fly in some ways, but still they need like a mother, teach them how to do it faster. You need to learn it as soon as possible. So do like me. The machine is doing the same. So humans are teaching machines how to deal with our dilemmas, like with our problems. So we are teach the machines. So machines in general, let's think like machine as a huge thing around the world, and the machine is a children. We are just teach them now, but in the future it will be really intelligence. Nowadays, I don't think it is intelligent, but because it's just a kid, is growing, it is learning how everything works in the world. In the future, I think it will be for sure intelligence, because it will learn with us. We as a human, we are the father of the machine. So we are teach it how to deal with different problems. So I think that will be we will achieve a day that the machine will understand our world and will teach us, all right, maybe you should do it or that because your father, like your grandfather, taught me how to deal with that. You know, like children's in the future will learn from machines because we already teach them how to do it, you know, this kind of thing. All right. So, but related to the question number 3,
it is
yeah,
related. It is
yeah, yeah,
related.
yeah. Well, I was thinking also pros and cons, right? Um, some cons, I think, it's bubbles. So especially nowadays, there is a lot of bubbles, and I was thinking about a movie that it is very known that the guy that responsible for Apple, I forgot his name.
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, in some point of his life, learned how to type, you know, not in computers, that old thing like typing in these kind of things. I think is that, I'm not sure, but my point is he learned one thing that is not, it wasn't related to technology, but in his mind, it was like one thing that should be connected with technology, and he was able to implement the knowledge of the typing. I don't know the name of the course. I don't think it's typing, but something like that. It's like drawing, let's say. He connected the knowledge of drawing he put it in in his computer. You know, artificial intelligence, they are closing us in a bubble. So let's think that if all my courses that I search for is related to technology, the machine learn will drive me to just courses related to technology, but it doesn't assume that I am assuming that I can learn technology doing different courses with you know, not related direct to technologies. Like I want to learn how to cook. Maybe in some way at some point technology will, I in my mind I will connect some knowledge of cooking with technology, and I will implement the knowledge in how to cook in the technology, you know. Machine learn, I don't think they can connect these dots yet. So it will give me, will, you know, force me to be in a bubble, and that's very bad. Yeah, that's it. As I said, a lot of thoughts in my mind. I'm trying to organize them.
Yes,
Yes,
but
Fabienne.
I need to say that I love your definition about the artificial intelligence. There's a baby. Yeah, it's still a baby because we really have to learn machine learning. This is machine learning, and I think one day could be our this machine. The machine could be really smart with our input.
Yes, yes. I really like it, your analogy too, Jairo, the analogy you did with children, babies. Yes, very good. And what you said about being inside a bubble, very interesting. Because we need some ideas, thoughts outside the bubble of technology to bring them, to bring new things too. So it's very, very interesting. Yes, and taking this lead about everything you said, the development of a baby, this baby, the artificial intelligence, these machines that are still learning. We are inputting data and teach them. Do you think there are risks? Do you think they can become, I don't know, a risk to humanity? Because we see around many conspiracy theories about it, you know? I'd like to know your thoughts about it. Do you see risks? They can really become something dangerous and turn against humanity. What do you think, Fabiana?
I think all the things are some risk. Have risks. Have risks. That's not are. But I don't know if could be a risk for humanity. I don't know. I think it's a risk because it's a little dangerous. I think when because I really believe that that kind of things could manipulate it humans' behavior. I think that's the high risk in my opinion. Like if we could I don't know, learning some machines to do kind of things. I heard about years ago that Facebook was making a test to I don't know if I post something bad, something depressive, Facebook started to post in my feed only bad things and depressive things to test if my behavior would prevalecer. How can I say? Would prevalecer depressive and I heard in the time it was years ago. I don't know if it's true, but uh, they got a conclusion that they yes they could manipulate the behavior people about this humor people like oh if I'm happy and start to see a lot of things happy and good things I still happy and the against is true. I don't know, I really don't know. I think this is the high risk, the to manipulate behaviors people and I think this is a bad thing because people what we receive a lot of information, a lot of insights every time, all the time, and I don't know. I think this is the high risk in my opinion.
Okay, yes, very interesting this research they did about manipulating people. I think partially it might be true because we know people that are really deeply connected to like bad news. They watch the news and only see tragedies, and this kind of people they start to be like that, always thinking about the worst, expecting the worst. They think the life is only that, what they see on TV, on the news. So I think it's partially possible. But I also think there is another part who won't accept this, like uh, I don't know, you said about advertisements or Jairo, I'm not sure now. When you are looking for something, Jairo, you did a research about something just because you were curious about something, and the
Mm-hmm.
algorithm starts offering you all the kinds of that thing you researched about. So it happens a lot to me. The algorithm on YouTube must hate me because I don't follow a pattern. You know, one
Mm-hmm.
day I take a look at a vacuum cleaner, the following day I'm looking for books, and next day I'm watching a video about space, and the next day I'm watching a video about, I don't know, how to clean something at home. I don't have a pattern. So I realize the algorithm is always offering me things that I'm not interested in. Sometimes I show
Mm-hmm.
my boyfriend, why is this showing me this? Because it doesn't matter to me. It has no meaning, you know? So that's why, because I don't follow a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So it will be a problem to artificial intelligence now and in
Mm-hmm.
the future, because it's not because I looked for something that I like that, that I want that. Sometimes I look for something to know what is that about, or because I hate that, but I
Yes.
want to know more about that, why it's so bad for me. And it happens a lot to me. Yeah, I realize the algorithms from YouTube, and they are always crazy with me. because I never, I don't have a pattern, you know?
Yes. Yes,
So
I understand. Sometimes I think the same as you. Oh, why this? Why I have to see this advertisement?
yes,
I don't know why. Something's wrong.
yes. So I think it's a kind of deficiency of the algorithms. They
Yes.
assume just because you look at something, oh, she likes that, so offer her this. But no, it's meaningless for me. I'm just curious. So sometimes I look, I don't know, I take a look at a person on internet that I don't like just to know about it, you know? So
Yes.
that's interesting. And Jairo, do you think there are risks? What is your opinion?
Yeah, but not by itself. Like machine is not a risk. Um, we are just one second. We are live on YouTube.
Yeah, we are.
All right. So let's say like imagine if a guy like a bad guy for some reason that have this kind of power to teach a machine, you know, and teach I want to teach this machine um how to hurt um people with blonde hair, for example. Like the problem is not the machine, but who teach it, you know. So machines by itself is not a problem. Is not, there is no risk with that. The problem is who is responsible to teach the machine, you know. um, so I think it depends of the how it was created, like what is the purpose of it. I know that for sure there is a lot of weapons, like there's a lot of, you know, a lot of things that can hurt people, that's for sure. um and I don't know exactly who is responsible for that, but I'm pretty sure that in the future machine learns, like intelligent machines, will fight wars, not people, not anymore. So it means that there's no reason to fight, you know. I pretty think that we gonna achieve a time that wars doesn't make sense, not anymore, like because we will like fight with robots by robots, you know, like just in y- y- you know, like people, I don't think that people will be used to this kind of goals, like let me suppose I'm trying to avoid some topics that people hate at YouTube, that I'm like going around a very
I
specific point.
see.
But yeah, my point is machine learning or artificial intelligence is not bad or good. It depends of the people, you know. Some people are good, some people not. That's the thing. So who is responsible for it? And I think that that's the discussion, you know, because nowadays there is some specific companies, as Fabiana said, like Google, Facebook, Microsoft, in some ways, Apple, and I'm pretty sure there is other ones very you know, strong, more than those famous one, that they know how to really deal with this kind of technology, and those people are very powerful. They have the power to drive our country. Like I want that the people to I'm trying I want the people to do something, you know. So I will do it. You know that of course there is this kind of thing, but no, they are just people doing bad things and good things. I don't know. They at the end of the day, you can just press one button, you know, one button, and say, "I don't want see Facebook anymore and delete it from your computer, from your cell phone. That's it. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your own decision. You should be responsible for your own decision. But yeah, I think we are very, I forgot the word that you use it, but people can drive us like I want
manipulate.
So of course we are manipulated by many things, like not just technology, but yeah, the risks is related to human, not the computer. There is no relation between machines and risks, good or bad. The thing is the man, like human, who responsible and what is the goal of the machine learning, the artificial intelligence. Some of them are very good, others not so much.
Yeah. So yes, I see very well your point. The problem is, you say the problem is who is behind the machine, the intentions. Yes. I would love if they use, companies and everybody only use artificial intelligence machines for good purposes, okay? So only to do good things, to help humanity, to perform repetitive tasks, like we said before, to help with processing a big amount of data when we need something, a service or a product or a result, a response that demands a high amount of data to process. The machines are very well doing that. So I think these are good uses for machine, and I hope it prevails. This is my hope. I think in this sense, it's very good to have machines working. They're excellent. But on the other hand, as you said, Jairo, there is this risk coming from who is behind the machines. Of course, governments and people who want to control, to manipulate, to get information. So yes, but I think it's a risk that is already existent in our world, because the companies nowadays have data from everybody. Your data is there everywhere. You cannot control this anymore. Even when you say, I'm going to delete this, my account, but your data is there already, so
Yes.
I think it's not something exclusive from artificial intelligence, but it's a very important point, who is behind this. But also there are people who think about the risk of the machine, as the machine is able to learn through this, gets to the wrong conclusion. You teach a machine to learn, to understand, to find a way a way out from problems, and then by this understanding, the machine decides the best solution is this one. But with this solution, the machine is harming humans. You know what I mean? So there is this thought about machines, like, if the problem of the earth, it's a old concept, but if the problem of the earth is the humans, so I'm gonna solve the problem. Yes, like movie.
Yeah,
So,
but in a small scale, there is the same issues with cars, for example. There is already cars that can drive without a pilot, a driver, but the problem is when you need to choose crash, like, or goes to the like there are some decisions, like especially because now thinking about these artificial technology, they need to interact with the other technology, like a normal driver driving the car and a machine driving. The thing is, the technology needs to deal with the guy, like with the human in another car, because not everyone are driving the technological car, like. So if something happened, like, all right, the machine identified that there is a human driving the car, so the car will crash, damage the car that is driven by machine. How to do? Try to escape, like, and I don't know, maybe hurt someone or crash the car, like these kind of things. There are some questions in the same way, how the machine will deal with this kind of decisions.
Yes. I've seen something about it too. To make the best decision between two harmful solutions.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and the machine has to choose between killing, for example, 2 people in a car and 3 people in the other car. So what's the best decision to make? So yes, it's hard. It's very hard. What do you think, Fabiana?
It's really hard to say because it's complicated because the technological car is programmed by someone, and when you make or program the car to make such a decision, it's complicated. I think the responsible could be the company, the car. I don't know. It's complicated. It's so many so many problems. It's a little unpredictable. I think sometimes it could be anything, especially when we deal with human beings driving other cars. It's a little unpredictable. I don't know.
Yes, and said something very interesting. Who is responsible for the accident? The company,
Yes.
or it's. I think it's something that are so many details that needed to be thought, and also to create laws to solve these things. To regulate these issues. Who is the responsible? How do you deal with lawsuits and the expenses and everything? We have so many details to think about. Yes. Very good, guys. It was really good to listen to you speaking about artificial intelligence. You brought different perspectives to me. It was very fruitful, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. And I hope you have enjoyed it too. Okay, I'd like to thank you for coming, for being here this evening. And I already posted the link to the survey. If you can please fill in. You can give us some ideas about topics and everything. All right. And that's it. I hope you have a great weekend, actually. All right. Enjoy the day. And hopefully to see you again next week, next Thursday. All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.